Hey.
What is up with you?
Shh. Don't you know better than to interrupt a man when he's looking at a goddess?
Oh, brother, I know 100 better lines than that, but I'm saving them from a book.
Hi, David.
What's up, hot stuff? Scoot over. Dabney treating you right?
The name's Darren. Remember, I told you at the police commissioner's wedding?
Well, I'm sure you'll understand if I was so overcome that I don't remember such details. After all, I was binding my paw to his one true love for all eternity.
Destiny and I are on a date, so...
Word to the wise, Daryl. If you're already on a date with a girl, you don't have to resort to flattery.
It's not flattery. Destiny has no idea how hot she is.
Count your blessings. It's the ones that think they're God's gift you gotta worry about.
Their lord categorically denies the existence of Charliean, especially in the light of the fact that Charlie Banks' contract with the city has been terminated. Onward and upward, land, view. Ah, take that, chickie.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
I just got to the hotel. The clerk from the Hall of Records is supposed to meet me here. He might have something for me.
Do you think he'll be able to help us find the Bennett Thompson we're looking for?
Well, let's hope so. Hello?
Bennett Thompson? This is Lisa Williamson. We spoke once before. I'm calling about my daughter, Evangeline.
Hey, any word from your mom?
She's probably up to her neck in lawyers. And they're probably all telling her Vange's living will means nothing.
Because it wasn't filed? So what? If Evangeline took the time to put it in writing, no lawyer is going to tell me that it means nothing.
She made it pretty clear she didn't want to end up like this.
So we find a way to honor that.
Can't believe I have to fight my mother to end my sister's life. This is worse than I thought.
How can I make it easier?
Don't be so nice. I can't take it.
Come on, it can't be that bad.
It is.
So what's the news?
Just don't freak out, okay? You have to stay calm. Sit down.
I was pretty calm until you started telling me not to freak out.
Sit. You have to learn how to relax. I mean, what are you gonna do when all hell breaks loose and the phone's ringing and someone's at the door and, you know, you're cooking something and the baby's screaming bloody
Bree's not
murder?
exactly a baby.
I'm not talking about Bree. I'm pregnant. Excuse me. I'm looking for Layla Williamson. That's me. I'm Suzanne White. Someone from patient services called me. This is the lawyer the hospital recommended.
Christian Vega, I'm Layla's fiance.
Oh, pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How can I help?
Can we step outside, please?
Sure.
A few years ago, my sister suffered from carbon monoxide poisoning and went into a coma. But before that, she made out a living will. And now, our mother is refusing to recognize it. So what can I do to make sure my sister's wishes are respected?
Mr. Thompson, are you there?
Yes, I am here. And I want to apologize that our last conversation got cut off so quickly. I was in the middle of something.
Well, I hope you have time now because I need a good lawyer. I found your business card among my daughter's things, and I realized that you and Evangeline knew each other.
Yes, she and I go way back.
Are you sure there's nothing I can do to help move things along?
No, not right now. But if anything turns up with this records guy, I might have an assignment for you. Listen, do not worry. We are going to find out who killed your mother. I promise.
I hope so. I'll talk to you soon.
Charlie Banks, I'll get you.
And your little dog, too.
I'm not usually like this. I can usually get straight to the point.
So what's so hard to say?
Use your imagination.
I'm a cop. I take an oath to avoid imagination at all costs.
I'm pregnant. Take it you haven't told John. No. Well, I won't say anything. You don't have to worry. I'm not even sure if John's the father. John McBain, you are a very, very patient man, and I just hope that you can still be that way after you hear what I have to say.
Go on.
Okay. A while ago,
What? Everyone, I have an announcement to make.
No, what are you doing?
I have something to tell you. I'm gonna be a dad.
One Buenos Dias boat, extra nuts, extra whipped cream, 2 cherries, and 2 spoons.
Just what the doctor ordered, huh?
Actually, we ordered it for us.
Oh, we just need to get one more spoon for you, Daryl.
Darren. D-A-R-R-E-N.
Oh, like on Bewitched.
Huh?
Way before my time, but I used to watch it in reruns. It was about this seemingly normal woman who is secretly a witch. Reminds me of a certain public official I know.
Do you not see Destiny and I are on a date?
Do you not see that Destiny welcomed me with open arms like the long-lost BFF that I am? You know what? She and I were tight way before you came into the picture, so just pipe down, Damon.
Okay, that's it!
Darren, don't. You'll just make it worse. We can order more ice cream later. David, you seem a little down.
My thoughts are troubled. I need advice, and you always give it to me straight. She does, doesn't she? Just let me talk to her for a couple minutes, and I'll be out of your hair. Oh my gosh, you've got cool hair.
Okay, David. Where does it hurt?
In my, what do you call it? Beneath the pec implant, this side of the surgical scar.
There's only one woman I know who could hurt that hard. Dorian Lord.
Oh, come on, I need your advice. What sounds more authoritative? Mayor Dorian Lord stands up against corruption. Or Mayor Dorian Lord won't stand for corruption.
I didn't realize Lambview's such a hotbed of sleaze.
Unfortunately, I entrusted my vision for Lambview to the wrong man. Charlie Banks is not worthy of public trust. He's not worthy of my personal trust. He's not the man I thought he was, not by a long shot.
What did he do?
He toyed with my heart.
Are we talking about the same Charlie Banks here?
Charlie Banks and Vicky manipulated me and my emotions. And I'll tell you something. They are going to learn it is a big mistake to cross Dorian Lord.
This has nothing to do with Dorian. I mean, technically, yes, she was there. It has nothing to do with her. It's about Vicky.
I'm sorry, but I can't imagine Vicky and Charlie concocting schemes. It's not really their style.
They insinuated their way into my private life and tried to manipulate me into having an affair with, of all people, David Vickers.
Shocking. How did they do this exactly?
Oh, yeah. You see, they arranged for me to accidentally walk in on Vicky and David in bed making passionate love. Simulated, of course. They thought that would throw me into a jealous rage.
No. I can't imagine why they thought that.
Believe Vicky would do that to me? She's supposed to be a pillar of the community, the defender of the downtrodden, the patron saint of fairness.
Okay, we get it.
And on top of all that, she's supposed to be my friend. She deceived me by making me think that she fell for me.
How'd she pull that off?
Well, it started with smoldering looks that she gave me. And then she tried to take my photograph in the briefest beachwear you've ever seen.
Okay, too much information.
It was all a lie, wasn't it? It was a lie when she kissed me. It was a lie when she practically threw me onto the bed. You know what? I'm gonna need a moment to myself.
Didn't I tell you these people are crazy?
Now, do you understand why I feel so betrayed?
Look, I'm just wondering if you didn't misinterpret something along the way.
Honey, how could I misinterpret anything? I walked in and saw David and Vicky in bed together, and that is a memory that will be seared in my mind until I go to my grave.
Okay, it's just hard to imagine Vicky going that far.
That is because you are buying into what that woman has been selling for years. You know, the pearl-wearing, wisdom-spouting matron. That's all public relations. In private, behind closed doors, she's doing down and dirty in the mud.
Right. Why didn't I ever see that?
Now, don't you two get me wrong. I have no problem being a human sex toy, as long as the woman is ready to play. But Vicky was faking. Just some ploy to reunite me with Dorian.
Well, maybe she thinks that's what you want.
What kind of friend would think that?
A friend that knows you better than you know yourself?
What's she talking about?
Wake up, dude. You love Dorian. You just won't admit it.
You would think Vicky and Charlie have enough problems of their own without creating problems for me.
Maybe you and David were their problem.
I beg your pardon?
You have to admit that you and David radiate your fair share of drama. Maybe Vicky and Charlie thought they were simplifying life for everybody by putting you two back together again.
And why would I want to get back together again with David Vickers?
Because you're head over heels in love with him. That's why.
Hey, congratulations. Did you just found out?
I was about to ask the same question.
Actually, I found out when Natalie and I were at the hospital. Remember when we thought David Vickers' muffins gave us food poisoning? I got my blood test back and I got my answer. It wasn't something I ate.
It was just morning sickness.
Killer morning sickness.
Life is full of surprises.
Yeah, full of surprises. Well, come here. Didn't you tell me this earlier? Well, I just, I wanted to make sure that I told Brody first, but you were definitely next on my list. Well, great. I'm just glad that you're all right. I'm just glad everything's cleared up, but it doesn't explain why you were sick, too.
How long has it been since you spoke to my daughter?
It's been a few years, actually, but I did hear that Evangeline got in a very serious accident a little while back. It was very sad news.
Did you know that she'd been in a coma since then?
Yes, indeed. I had heard that as well. Has her condition changed at all?
Yes and no.
Sorry, I don't follow.
Well, my daughter is still in the coma, but she's developed these breathing problems, and the doctor feels that she's going to need to stay on a ventilator from now on.
Well, I am very sorry to hear that.
Well, I think the doctors are wrong. Evangeline has had problems before, but she's always pulled through. And I want to make sure that she has the chance to do that again.
And what do you need from me, Miss Williamson?
Well, Evangeline's sister found a piece of paper, a living will. It was never witnessed or even filed with the courts. But she wants to use it to have Evangeline removed from life support.
And you're opposed to that?
Well, obviously, that's why I'm calling you.
Does your other daughter know that you're willing to go to court over this matter?
Well, I assumed that. I didn't tell her that I was calling you.
Oh, I see. Well, I wish there was something I could do to help you, Miss Williamson, but I'm afraid that's simply out of the question.
And when we got down here, we were shocked to find out Vange was in the hospital.
And prior to this, your mother was caring for her at home?
And doing an amazing job. That's why it's so hard for her to let go.
Yeah, Layla's mom keeps thinking that Evangeline is going to get through this and go back to the way she was before. But the doctors don't agree. So when Layla found the living will, we thought we should act on it.
Do you have it with you?
Yeah.
Ms. White, I'd keep my sister here forever if I knew that's what she wanted. But doesn't that mean Vange wants us to let her go?
I'm sorry, but it doesn't do that at all. This document was never witnessed or sealed by the court.
But if we know that it's what Evangeline wanted...
We can make assumptions. But if this was never finalized, we have to ask ourselves why. Was it maybe because she changed her mind?
That's pretty much what my mom said.
So there's nothing we can do.
You can try to establish a formal consensus among Evangeline's loved ones that the living will is an accurate representation of what she wanted. But that might take a lot of time.
And I don't know if Evangeline told anyone what she wanted. The living will is really all we have.
I wish it were enough.
So why can't you help me, Mr. Thompson?
Because I am the person she contacted when Evangeline first decided to draw up this living will, and knowing that she wanted no extreme measures at the end of her life, I feel it would be unethical to subvert those wishes right now.
So what you're saying is that I'm going to have to get another lawyer?
You can if you want to, Mrs. Williamson. Of course you can, but I wouldn't waste my time or my money.
But if the living will was never finalized?
Merely a technicality, Mrs. Williamson, which most judges will overlook in the face of a persuasive doctor. What you need to ask yourself is if you lose in court, what will that do to your relationship with the daughter you have left?
I don't know.
Think about it this way. Your daughter drew up that living will to spare her family. I mean, nobody wants to be confronted in a situation exactly like this.
This is unbelievable. Vicky got to you too.
No, Vicky does not tell me something that I already know. You have been in love with David since the 90s.
Oh, how insensitive of you to simply
Okay,
erase
I could
an
never
important...
forget Mel. I know you loved him too. But Dorian, David has had a huge piece of your heart for so long.
I disagree.
Why? Because you're still holding a grudge because he didn't put a stop to your fake lesbian wedding? I mean, isn't that what you wanted? For him to just sort of sweep you off your feet and ride you off into the sunset?
You're being ridiculous.
No, you are being ridiculous. And so is David. Both of you are too proud to make the first move.
First move? Okay, I'm going to show you a first move.
What are you doing?
Updating my status.
Mayor Lord is not now, has never been, and never will be in love with David Vickers.
That should put an end to the stupid speculation. Once and for all.
What happened to you? You used to be a cold-eyed realist. You hook up with Darius over here and it's all about love.
That's not my name.
Whoever you are a bad influence.
And you're full of it. Don't you remember sitting next to me on a plane to London, pouring your heart out about Dorian Lord?
Never happened.
You were messed up over that woman, and you still are. I bet she feels the same way.
If she felt the same way, why'd she marry a woman?
Hello? She was praying that you would stop that wedding, which makes her as crazy as you are. You deserve each other.
If I was carrying a torch for her all this time, I'd know by now, don't you think?
Do you know you finished a banana split meant for 2 people?
That's 3,000 sit-ups.
See? You don't know whether you're coming or going. The man's out of touch with his feelings.
On the other hand, Mayor Lord, not so much.
What about Mayor Lord?
Check out on my face page.
Mayor Dorian Lord is not now, has never been, and never will be in love with David Vickers. That's Buchanan to you, sweetheart.
Hey, you guys had the same symptoms, right? What did the doctor tell you?
That it was a stomach virus. But now that I know Jess's news, I kind of have a theory.
What?
Well, you know how twins are supposed to feel each other's pain, so maybe I'm having sympathy morning sickness.
Well, I hope it stops before you have sympathy labor pains.
Yeah. You know what? I think I'm gonna go get us a round so that we can give you a toast.
Yeah, I'll go with you. Be right back.
You have made me the happiest guy in the world.
Really?
Because I know that we talked about kids the other day, but you didn't know you were going to get one so soon.
Can't be soon enough for me.
The amazing news, huh?
Yeah, sure. Sure it is.
So why do you look like someone just ran over your dog? I'm thinking that either you think that Jessica and Brody aren't ready to have this kid, or this has something to do with what you were going to tell me earlier.
I just ordered room service. I'm gonna grab a shower before it gets here and then try to get some work done.
How long is this gonna take? Because I miss you, Balsam.
I miss you too. A day or two, tops. Give Shane a goodnight kiss for me, okay?
You got it. Just stay out of trouble, okay, Mr. Private Eye?
Not just any private eye, one with a trusty bulletproof case. Trouble can't find me.
Oh, perfect timing. I was just about to let myself in here.
Mr. Balsam.
Yes, I'm Mr. Balsam. I'm going to take it from here if you don't mind. My wife's still sleeping in there, and believe me, we're all better off if it stays that way.
Okay, sir.
Here, that's for you.
Thanks.
What if she wanted to live, Chris?
You think Evangeline changed her mind after she wrote that will?
I don't know what to think. It's not like Van and I were always so close. I didn't know everything that was going on in her heart. No. I can't be sure. My mom, she's sure. So maybe she's right, and I'm wrong.
Be right there. Hey.
Teats.
Of course, I am happy about Jessica and Brody. Why wouldn't I be?
You just seem a little quiet. For you.
Yeah, well, I just got out of the hospital. So.
Right. Hey, Gigi, gonna trouble you for 3 beers and ginger ale. You're up for a beer, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Well, you know, while we're waiting, you might as well drop the bomb.
You know what? After hearing Jessica's news, I realized that I was just making a really big deal out of nothing.
So what's nothing?
You're gonna laugh when you hear it. It's totally... Oh, my goodness. I'm so sorry. I'm such a klutz.
Don't worry about it.
You know what? Here, I'll take those. Here, take these over to them, and I'll get another one. I'll meet you over there.
Trace.
All right, thanks. Nice save. I guess you decided not to tell John about the baby. No, not tonight. That's for sure. Why? Why not? You didn't hear Brody's big announcement? No. I guess I was outside talking to Rex. What's going on? Jessica's pregnant too. No way. Yes. Look at them. I mean, have you ever seen two people more happy? And I'm just supposed to really walk over there and be like, hey, Brody might be the father of my baby too.
Dare she say she never loved me?
Don't talk to me. Take it up with my face.
Why are you getting Dorian's status updates on your phone?
What can I say? The woman likes my style.
She friends Delbert over here, but she doesn't friend me.
She didn't friend me either.
We're going to get to the bottom of this. I bet you someone set up an account in her name. Watch this.
Well, congratulations. Now Benjamin Button is not the only one I've seen revert from a complete adult to a total big fat baby.
What do you mean? I'm using technology to disseminate new information as efficiently as possible.
You're lashing out at David, and you wouldn't bother if you didn't secretly care.
Stop telling me how I feel, because you don't know me as well as you think you know me, and we have a comment on my status.
Who is Darren Price?
Oh, Darren Price. Yes. He's a brilliant young student at Landview High School. Captain of the debate team.
Brilliant, you say? Okay. Darren Price says, spelled S-E-Z. David Vickers, no caps, wouldn't take Dorina
Lord back if she crawled across broken glass.
You're right. This guy's a regular Einstein.
You better not be using my account.
Oh, keep your helmet on, Daryl. I'll be done in 2 minutes. Crying out loud.
We have to call security.
For what?
What? A cyber crime is being committed. My account has been compromised by some vile hacker.
I don't think so.
What do you mean? I know this Darren Price. My Darren Price is a fine young man. He would never spew such vile venom.
But someone else would.
Like who?
Wake up and smell the syntax, Dorian. Okay, this has got David Vickers written all over it. Darren Price also says David is too hot for Dorina anyway.
H-E-W-T?
Hot.
What would you do if it was your brother? If Antonio was lying in that bed and he couldn't speak for himself?
Well, we're talking about two very different families.
How?
Well, we're Catholic, and the church is pretty clear about situations like that. And my mom, if she had to decide to take my brother off life support,
She wouldn't. And neither would you.
I honestly don't know what I'd do, Layla. I'm sorry. I know that doesn't help, but listen, whatever you decide, I'm with you all the way.
I know. And I'm so grateful for that.
We're together now, for the rest of our lives. So whatever happens, you'll never have to go through it alone.
Ooh, Cassie's even getting in on the action here. Cassie thinks Mother should suck it up and get back with David.
Oh, no. Another fraud being perpetrated. Oh, please. Stop it. Please.
Okay.
It stop.
All right, I can always change your privacy settings. Although, if you do that, you know Todd's gonna take out an editorial tomorrow in The Sun, claiming how our mayor was a coward and she allowed herself to be chased off a social networking site.
Two can play this game.
Oh. Or you could just call him and make up.
What is current nomenclature for gigolo?
You are hopeless. Good luck, Dorina.
Himbo!
Yes!
So what else this Sunday? When I get back, Diva. Better be history.
Diva's a good one. I hope you're happy.
Mayor Dorian says David Vickers is simply beneath her. Ha! Watch this. Darren Price says Dorian will never be over or under him again, so she should get off my face.
If you're gonna get into it with Dorian, don't do it over the internet. Do it to her face.
You know what? You're absolutely right.
Since when? I thought I lost all my wisdom.
I knew it was inside that walnut somewhere. Thank you, Destiny. Oh, and tell Darren I said thanks too.
Oh, now you know his name all of a sudden?
Now, come on, I just needed to rattle his cage a little bit. Needed to make sure he was okay for my BFF.
You still owe us for the ice cream.
Oh.
$7.95.
Absolutely. Let's see. Well, I've only got $2, but I'll toss in Alex Olenov's pager number from '94 for good measure. See you around.
I better get a front row seat in the church when you and Dorian walk down the aisle.
I wonder what's keeping Natalie. She's the one that wanted to give this toast.
Let's go see what's old, bro.
I know. It's okay. I'll go.
So, you ready for this fatherhood thing?
Yeah, I've been ready for a long time. The way I feel about Bree, it's like she's a part of me. And to be able to give her a little brother or a sister, that's a dream come true for both of us. John, I'm a jerk.
What do you mean?
It's kind of close to home, isn't it? After what just happened to you and Marty, you don't need me jumping on the furniture and acting like an idiot.
You're having a kid, man. You're supposed to be an idiot. You don't have to change anything for me or anyone else. Just enjoy it.
Thanks.
And, hey, I'm fine. If the gods are smiling, maybe I'll get another chance one day.
Hey, Natalie. We're all ready for you.
Oh, sorry, that's my fault. I made a ginormous mess and I had to start over with her drink.
Yeah, but as soon as Gigi finishes making my drink, I'll be right over there. You go join the party. Be right there.
Okay.
Yeah, clearly this is not the night to be busting out with my news.
Yeah, well, if it's John's baby, then it's great news. And the odds are it is John's.
Gigi, I can't deal with odds. I really need to know the truth. And if it's gonna be 4 months before I can get a DNA test, I can't string John along until then.
Okay, so are you gonna tell him?
Natalie, we're waiting.
Gin and tonic minus the gin.
Thank you. Sorry it took me so long.
All right. Well, here we go. To Jessica and Brody. May there be a generation of children of your children of your children.
Right back at you.
If you get sugar shock, don't blame me.
Wait. Gotta make sure your BFF is gone for good.
He won't be back. Besides, David knows a BFF is one thing, but a BF, that's something else. Please, he's gonna be busy with Dorian for the rest of his natural life.
Furthermore, Mayor Lord refutes the allegation. What are you doing here?
Step away from the computer, Dorian. Don't you make me come over there.
It's late. What are you doing here?
We need to talk about Evangeline and how we're going to handle this.
You know, Lena's right. It's late.
I've spoken to a lawyer, and I know exactly what we're going to do.
Room service.
Mom, before you say
Please,
anything...
just let me finish. It's hard enough as it is. I'm not gonna fight you anymore, Layla.
What? What does that mean?
That means that if you are dead set on doing what it says on that paper, then I'll do it. I'll let my baby go.
Maybe it's gonna be a boy.
Oh, I don't know if the world can handle a Brody Jr.
No juniors. I want the kid to have his own name. But the good thing is, everything goes with Love It. Lance love it. Latoya love it.
Latoya, love it. I don't know about that. Natalie, what do you think? I would leave that up to you guys, but I'm gonna go get us another round.
There's, Cephas love it. There's,
Already?
Anything to get me away from the baby talk.
And it's only going to get worse.
They expect me to be jumping up and down like good old Natalie, but I can't think about anything like this.
You've got to get it out in the open. Tell John. It's the only way to go.
No. There's another way.
Like what?
Don't tell John. You can get an abortion.